almost every major city in the US, including New York, LA, and Houston. We have also been in this van for over 2.5 years. Today, we're in Chicago, and we're gonna go around and share with you the pros and cons of van life in a big city. Got our tacos, and now it's party time. Here at Big and Little's, it is $2 tacos today because it is Taco Tuesday. So we got all the tacos. This is one of the major pros of van life in the city. You get to go and eat at amazing places like this one.
Give me a fry.
Reed and I are both huge foodies. It's messy. This is a potato taco. It is the best potato taco I've ever had.
Since Denise wouldn't give me much of her potato taco, I had to get one for myself. So we'll see. I'll let you know if this is better than Taco Bell's potato taco. Really good. Fantastic.
Isn't it? As good as I said it was?
Very flavorful. I love a good churro. Let's see, it's still warm. That's good. That's a good sign. Very good. The inside is creamy, the outside is crunchy.
All of the food at Big and Little's was so good. I recommend the potato taco. It was incredible. We also got French fries. They were really good, but it was in a pretty small bag.
My beef tacos were pretty good. They were a little dry, but they were flavorful. That churro was, I'd come back for that churro alone.
They said that there was what?
There's caramel on the inside. I would come back for the churro, hands down.
Reed says caramel, I say caramel. What do you say?
Caramel.
Caramel. We are currently headed to yoga in the park. This is something cool that we found out about Chicago, is that they have these free yoga days and they happen all throughout the summer. That's another thing that we really love about the city, is that there's activities that you can do that otherwise we couldn't. There's a movie at George Park, which we're gonna try to hit up after this. Let's get our yoga on. I ordered some food while we were in session, so we're gonna head over to this sushi place and pick up some food.
Whew, that was hard. My legs feel like jello, and it took me a long time to get into it, but it was good. It was nice to be with so many people practicing together.
I saw recommendations for this place online, and I knew I had to try it because they have some incredible sushi tacos. I'm so excited.
Parking in the city is terrible, obviously, but also like vans aren't made to like keep up with the traffic out here. This morning I hit every single light and I was getting left by all the cars because we just accelerate so slow.
Right, that's true. We're gonna be late to this movie. We're gonna grab our chairs, grab our blankets, and just like squeeze in and eat these tacos. We'll see you at the movies. Good morning, everyone. We just woke up. It is already getting hot here in Chicago. A heat wave is coming through. Another con about van life in the city is sleeping on a busy street, which is what we've been doing. Luckily, they've been relatively quiet, but a pro tip is to make sure you walk the streets that you're thinking about sleeping on before you do, just so you get a feel for it before it's time to go to bed. Bella's breathing hard, so we're gonna have to find somewhere cool to go all together. If you know our animals, you know that they love being outside, and in the city, that just can't happen in the same way. She's become kind of a city cat in terms of just adapting to walking the streets of Chicago. I also know it's not her favorite thing. I'm proud of her for adapting, but that's a con of being in the city with pets in our van. Bella and Rita just don't get that time to just do whatever they want to do outside. We were just driving by and we happened upon this random farmer's market. It's actually the same one at Lincoln Park that we came to 2 years ago when we were in Chicago. And last time we got some really, really great cherries. Peaches are in season right now, so I'm thinking we're gonna go try to get some peaches or some other fruit. Heading out. When I saw those plants, I was so tempted to get like 4 new plants for the van, but I don't know where we would put them. I'm glad we came back. It's just as good as it was 2 years ago. The Lincoln Park Farmers Market, they do a really good job.
Hey, Bubba. We bought you an apple. Cat, we didn't get you anything, sorry.
Reed just dropped me off at Millennium Park. He literally had to drop me off on the side of the road. It's just so hard to find a good parking spot out here that doesn't cost. We've already paid a decent amount of money for parking in Chicago, and we just didn't want to continue to do that. And the parking garages are typically too low clearance for the van. I just really enjoy this area and wanted to take a peek before we leave. So let's go see the bean together. Apparently right now the bean is under construction and will be done in 2024, April. So this is the closest we can get right now. Here's one way to beat the heat. This is a nice way to cool off. I'm gonna go find Reed and Bella and Rita because they're somewhere close by. He said he found a spot. I really, really like Chicago. There are definitely pros and there are cons to deciding to come to the city in your van, your home. Sometimes I get nervous about if someone's gonna try to break in. I get nervous sometimes about how much space we're gonna have, but ultimately the energy of the city always has me coming back, and I always have a fun time when we're here. We are currently on our way to a Chicago mural. We love checking out murals in different cities and stuff, and it's also an excuse to drive through the whole city, especially with our AC blowing. Reed is shirtless because it's so hot. We're going to take Bella to the beach. Rita tends to like the heat much better. In fact, on hot days like this, she'll purposefully come into the front where it's hotter and sleep. So we're not so worried about her. She is a lot more chill.
We're gonna drive shirtless all day today.
It's that hot. I'm not gonna drive shirtless, but he's gonna drive shirtless.
Going to Rosie's sandwich shop. We're gonna get Italian beef and an eggplant parmesan sandwich. We're dying to have an Italian beef sandwich while here in Chicago. It's a Chicago staple. Today is finally it. I couldn't leave Chicago without getting an Italian beef sandwich. I'm gonna go in and get this sandwich. Walking through the alley. We're gonna keep the car running. Denise is gonna sit in there. Usually in the city we like to go inside and eat because it's just cool to get the experience. But it's not really gonna happen today. Hello. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Let's hope the food is better than the vibes. The guy, a little cold like a sub, but I got hot subs, so let's hope it's better. Good secured. It's time to try my first Italian beef in Chicago. Ooh, all right, let's see. Ooh. Rosie's Sidekick Sandwich Shop. We are here on California Avenue. Established in 2018, so it's relatively newer. Oh wow, that sandwich looks good. Wish I had au jus to dip it in, but it is wet.
Oh my gosh.
That's good. So I got spicy peppers and sweet peppers on both our sandwiches. Rita, here. We've been feeding Rita table scraps. It's a bad habit. No, she's a big beggar. She used to not beg at all. But oh my goodness, this is delicious. Beef is really thin and flavorful. It's got good spices. Piece of Italian beef for Rita. What's your rating, Kat?
Rita is a happy camper because we just let her outside to walk around, and we made sure she got some time outside because we are headed to the beach. Rita would hate it. She hates the water, so she's gonna stay in the van. Let's get to the beach right now. First time going to Lake Michigan and swimming.
I hope the water is cold. I don't have any idea what the temperature is like. So.
No idea.
The beach is divided. Half of it is the dog park over here, or a quarter of it is the dog park, and then the other side is for no dogs. The water feels so good.
Doesn't it, Bubs? Bella swim.
Look at that bulldog swimming. This is Bella's first time swimming since her knee surgery. That's good physical therapy for her, yeah? Yeah.
You're doing a great job, Bubba.
I never think about getting out on the water when I think about Chicago, but I don't know why. I mean, it's right here on Lake Michigan. It's really cool to have this huge city, big city vibes, and then have beaches right along the coastline. And it's nice and cold, refreshing water too.
Alright, I think that's gonna wrap up our time at the beach. This was so nice for Bella. This is the most she's run since her surgery, and it's actually been really good for her because she's just been swimming, and that's some really good rehab. We were looking around and realized that Bella is the only bulldog on the entire beach. Reed was saying that all the other bulldogs chose to stay in the AC today. So speaking of that, we are gonna get back in the van and pump that AC. I was all dressed and ready for us to go to the gym, and then we had a call with Reed's dad, who encouraged us to go to this Tapas bar that he used to love back when Reed lived in Chicago. Cafe Babariba is the Tapas bar we're going to. I'm really hyped. Next time you see me, I'm gonna have some sangria in my hand. I am so glad we went there. The tapas were on point. We got the patatas bravas. We got croquettes. We got
Deviled eggs.
We got what was the
crostini,
spicy or the peppers? Shishito peppers.
Shishito peppers, crostinis.
And we got
bacon wrap.
sangria like I wanted. Honestly, it was 10 out of 10.
We got pretty much everything they had to offer except for like 2 or 3 things on the menu.
Yeah.
So good. The paella kept coming out and they were bringing it by like this.
And we love paella.
I was like,
we didn't get it on the happy hour menu, but maybe next time we'll have to.
Yeah, it's not on the happy hour menu, but people love the paella there because I saw it coming out left and right. We'll have to try that again.